Yo guys, what's going on? Jibbo Motovlogs here, and welcome to RUKKA Fell in the Lake District. So this is episode 2 on how to motovlog, and I thought this time, instead of starting in the garage or being in the house, we'll shoot on scene. I've been trying to get up hard not past this morning, but there's a cycling event on. So second best place, I mean anywhere in the Lake District is beautiful anyway. I mean, this view I'm looking at, wow. You know, you get down in the morning, you take all your cameras outside, you've set everything up like we did in episode 1. So main 1, you've got all your cameras set up, but you set them up inside. So if you kept them on auto, that's fine. But if you are using ND filters or anything like that, you probably want to manually set them up. So just go back to episode 1 and have a look at your camera settings. So let's jump to the helmet camera and I'll show you how we sync both cameras up and what we talk about when we motovlog. So let's go. So let's say we started recording on the helmet camera. This is probably the first one you're always going to want to turn on. It's literally your main camera, it's where your microphone audio comes from, everything else just works around it. Same with what I'm recording you on now. So, secondary, we turn this one on, press it, start recording, just make sure the settings and everything are the same as this one. And then every time you want to sync these two cameras up, big audible clap, maybe 3 or 4. This way you'll be able to see it when you put it in your editing software, and it's just easier than snapping or trying to guess a hand gesture or guessing where you are on a road. And it's the same every time these sort of like finish the 20-minute segment and start recording, just do it again, just press it. So these are synced up. I'll probably use this clap to sync this one up. Oh, and you're gone. So now these two are synced up, all your settings are dialed in. You should have nothing to worry about besides going on your ride and enjoying it. There is nothing worse than having camera problems while you're out recording. Takes the fun away from what you're doing. Vlogging is a secondary part of riding a bike. Go ride your bike first. If all your files corrupt, it is what it is. At least you've had a good day out on your bike. So yeah, let's jump on the bike and show you what it's all about. So while I'm putting everything away, let's just talk about some misconceptions people usually do when recording a video. A lot of it is in the editing software, sadly. You just record what you can, and then the editing side of it is usually where the magic happens, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I've noticed is on motovlogs, people tend to not be engaging. They don't talk about stuff. They literally just ride, put some music over the top. If you're watching a motovlog, it's a vlog. You want to talk about your day, things you've seen, little stuff like that. Even stories you may find boring to someone else, they might enjoy it. So have fun with it. Even little segments of B-roll like this where I'm even just like fastening a bag, it breaks up the constant riding. Talking to somebody at a cafe, going into a petrol station. It all makes for good content. So, remember I was talking about the settings in the first video where we were talking about why we use 60 FPS. So the video you're watching now has been exported in 24 FPS, but 60 FPS makes something pretty cool. So when I was talking about the slow-mo, if I want to like slowly pan this way, or I want to look that way and be like giving a thumbs up to the camera, in editing software you can slow that down so it looks a little bit like this. So let's walk through as if I was starting a vlog from where we are now. So you do the intro, sound a little bit interesting, say where you're going to go, what you're going to do. Show them maybe a little bit of B-roll, like I did. Even just constantly having this view and this view at some point gets boring. I noticed that a couple of years ago when he was just literally doing the motovlogs. It's nice to sometimes when you get off the bike to a petrol station, keep the camera on your helmet rolling, put the camera down and just record you doing something. Eating, drinking, talking to somebody, checking your phone, just something to break that story up a little bit. It can either be a storytelling vlog, where like my day's out, or you can either have a vlog where you're talking about something. In that case, you probably want to shoot some stuff like, if I'm talking about a helmet, have some shots over the top of the talking of a helmet. Perfect example of the slow-mo here. Hi cows. So yeah, do your intro, get on the bike, load your route up. And it's literally as simple as that. You don't have to constantly keep the camera on and record. Turn it off wherever you are. If you're on a motorway, turn your camera off, save your battery. Nothing interesting's happening. When you see something cool, turn it on. Sometimes, and yes, I've done this, if you go past something cool and you haven't got your camera on, sometimes I've gone back and faked the reaction again a bit, because you don't want to miss it. At the end of the day, you're recording a video, so sometimes it's got to be done. So like at this point now, I could carry on and talk about all the other stuff I'm going to talk about in this video, but you'd just be seeing this road here, wouldn't you? So I'm going to stop recording now, wait till the scenery changes, and then pick up the video from somewhere else. So yeah, I'll see you when the scenery changes. Camera synced. Let's continue the vlog. So I think basically this video is just literally me vlogging, and I'm just going to talk you through basically how we're doing it. So scenery's changed a bit. It's only 5 minutes down the road, but we've got different scenery. So like at this point in the vlog, if I was making a trip vlog, I could say, well, we've just been past Burka Fell, Hard Knot Pass was closed, there was a cycling event on, so we couldn't go up there. So we've had to take a bit of a diversion, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, and we're literally going home the way we came. I mean, this way we've been quite a lot on the channel, down here, but not on the M209. Don't use offline maps, use online maps. Yes, I would like to go home. So if you've started your vlog midway through your day like I have, currently it is 1:20 in the afternoon, and you'll find that if you make a lot of day out vlogs, you'll end up starting on the same roads all the time. So you get to a point where you start doing your vlogs when you're actually near or on unfamiliar roads. Because if you've got 20 minutes of telling stories on the same roads every video, people get bored. There's always different routes to take. Like say apps like Detect and Kalimoto, there's always different little back roads. Take the long way, take the motorway there like I have done this morning. This weather was nothing like this morning. Wow, look at this. Ooh. So I haven't got the drone with me today, but the drone is another one of them things where if you need that B-roll, if you get to a specific location, if you're showing off a location and you want to show it from a different angle, if you get to a mountain pass or a fancy road and then you just start walking around with your camera, people can't gauge what it really looks like. I mean, these action cameras are fantastic, but when it comes to showing depth, height, terrain, all that sort of stuff, they don't show it. You need to get that third angle. I'm not saying you have to have a drone, but the drone definitely helps, even though I don't have it today. And if you get onto a road like this where you really enjoy it, stop talking to the camera, live in the moment, enjoy the road, and edit into a little bit of a montage. You don't have to be talking all the time on motovlogs. The cameras are there along for the trip, they are the trip, so. So one thing a lot of people worry about when it comes to vlogging is what do you talk about? We covered it a little bit, but the best thing to do is talk about anything and everything. You can always cut it out of your video. It's better to have more footage than less. You may have files corrupt and you may need 5 minutes worth of footage, so if you want to talk about the latest bike that's come out, a set of tyres you want in, something you want to get for the bike, there's all sorts you can talk about. If you get to the point in your editing and it don't fit your video style, you think, oh my god, I've spoken so much in this video, just cut it out, do a little bit of a music montage, play around with it. And this video now, I think we're out of all the fun roads, I think we're back to the boring ones. It's a real shame that Hard Knot's closed. Basically there was a cycling event on, so they shut Rhinos and Hard Knot from both sides. I went to the Rhinos way up, that was closed, so I followed it all the way around, which is what we're doing now, and tried to go to the Hard Knot entrance. That was closed as well. So I just sat and had a Coke at the pub, a Coke, not some. Anyway, it's like this road here, I'm enjoying it, I don't have to talk. Concentrate, you are riding a bike after all. talking, you made me signs like this. Flying down here, vehicle pops out from your left. It's important to, it sounds silly, but when you're vlogging, literally do that secondary. Ride the bike first. So I'm back home. I didn't want to show you the rest of the trip because I was tired and I just wanted to get home anyway, but this is another one of them shots what you can just show someone. So I've got home, I'm all packed away, my stuff's away, I'm taking the windscreen back off and I'm going to take the tank bag off, but just set up with a camera and record it. Just extra stuff in it. I thought, we're going up to the lakes this morning, I thought I'd go on the motorway. And I thought, do I put the screen on, do I not put the screen on? And I'm so glad I put the screen on. I've been commuting to work every now and again with it, without the screen, and you can sort of tell. And then as soon as you put the screen back on, absolute world of difference. I'm not a fan of the look with the screen on, but by God, on the long days out, does it save your neck? 100%. And yeah, you might have noticed it today, but this is one of the other ones I did today. I put the my tank lock bag on, but I don't have a mount for it, so I just bungee corded it on, and it saved my back from my backpack all day. When doing these bungee nets, takes me back to my touring days, 100%. Taking them off at hotels and stuff. Yeah. And then as well, guys, mid-shot, if you're doing something for a long time, just change the camera and carry on. Right. Let's pack up, let's lock her up, get in the house, and we'll finish the video, eh? Oh, finally, we're back home. 260 mile we did there. You wouldn't think I was in the Lake District about an hour and a half ago, would you? So looking back at some of the footage, there's a lot of stuff I didn't really talk about. It is very hard, if anyone has motovlogged, to keep to a script. I'm not one to keep to a script. I just talk about stuff as it comes into my head. There's a few things I forgot to mention. So the first one is exactly what I'm doing now. It gets to a point in your day where you've been out on the bike for a while, you're recording, you've got a certain level of enthusiasm. It gets to a point where your enthusiasm goes, you just want to get home, you want to get to your hotel, you just want to stop riding for the day. And at that point, if you need to, just turn the cameras off and finish your video as I'm doing now, maybe with a talk over or anything like that. There's always a different way of finishing it, fading it out. It kind of contradicts the other point I was going to say, which is like today, I tried going up Hard Not Pass, it was closed. Completely ruined the entire plan of the video, but just keep the cameras rolling. If you have a flat tyre, you crash, you go the wrong way, anything like that, just keep cameras rolling. Raw emotion tells a story. And that's my style of video. Motovloggers go out there, they talk about topics and subjects with one camera, two camera angles. I like to tell a story of mine, the cinematic type. It is a motovlog, but at the same time it is a vlog. So whether you've got the drone, the A, the B camera, the off-bike footage, whatever you do, it's just always good to tell a story. And then the other thing I forgot to mention, which my brain had gone, is this. So I run 2 OSMOs. This is the battery pack for the OSMOs. So this carries 3 OSMO batteries, and as you can see, they're green, which means these 2 are fully charged. I've got one in the A camera, one in the B camera. You're probably thinking, well, what happens if we run out of battery storage? Something I didn't do today, which I've always done and I completely forgot, is taking the USB charger. So if you've got a USB charger on the bike, plug the B camera in constantly all day, it'll slowly charge that battery up. Then swap it out, put it back in here, and then put the battery from the helmet camera into the B camera, and you can constantly keep a cycle of charged batteries. So you'll probably run out of storage before you do batteries, like I did when I went up to the Trophy Bowland a couple of weeks ago. So if there is anything else that I have forgot, and you've got any questions, don't hesitate, bang them in the comments. I'll get back to every comment, I usually do. But that's pretty much it for this one. As for the last episode of this mini-series, I'd kind of planned the editing side of a video, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more I don't really know how I'm going to do it. I don't think editing a video and try to record me editing a video the way I would, being in editing software, editing footage of editing software, I think I'd implode. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see the full epitome of everything we've talked about, I'd highly recommend my last motovlog I went out on, which I'll put on screen somewhere here, and that is where I went around the Forest of Bowland. Ride safe, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.